Your dignity is tied to every other human being on Earth. When millions of us struggle to survive, human energy is diminished. When so many of us are still hungry, human potential is suffocated. Poverty has many forms, but no borders. To become fully human, we must free ourselves from the tyranny of poverty and from the grip of hunger everywhere. As we end poverty, true prosperity begins. As we end hunger, we all start to flourish. We have the ability, means, and capacity to create a world where all humans have dignity and our potential is fully realized. This is the story you are shaping.
Hi everyone, it's me Ashkin Amir from MC 24248, brought to you by RPMSA Market Chapter. In this video, I'll be talking about eradicate poverty and hunger. My video's title is Rahmah Meals for Students, which you can tell from the thumbnail. In this video, I'll be discussing on how students may avoid getting hungry while also keep their meals cost low and avoiding wasting food. What is Eradicate Extreme Poverty and Hunger? Food and Agriculture Organization works to reduce poverty and hunger by improving agricultural productivity and incomes, pushing better nutrition practices at all levels, and running programs that make it easier for the poorest people to get food right away. Why it is important to eradicate poverty and hunger? Well, nobody on this planet should go hungry. However, the number of chronically malnourished persons in the poor countries is still close to 800 million. Extreme poverty causes hunger, and hunger in return keeps people in poverty by disturbing their ability to work and provide for themselves. What is an example of hunger and poverty? Millions of people suffer from hunger and malnutrition because they cannot afford to buy enough food, cannot afford nutritious food, or cannot afford the necessary farming supplies to cultivate enough good food on their own. One facet of extreme poverty is hunger. Malaysia wastes around 16,688 tons of food per day, which could feed over 2.2 million people up to 3 times a day. According to the 2012 National Waste Management Department report, between 31% and 45% of Malaysian total waste is made up of food waste, with household be the largest contributor at around 44.5% compared to the industrial, commercial, and institutional sector, which generates 31.5% of waste. This is supported by the Solid Waste and Public Cleansing Management Corporation statement that 44.5% of food waste comes from households, which amount to a whopping 60,667.5 tons daily, and about 24% of the waste is classified as useful waste, which total 4,005 tons. It is not a small amount number, and it is comparable to the global percentage of food waste. So students, here are some tips on how to spend less on food. First, don't shop hungry. We know you haven't heard it before, but don't shop hungry. As the saying goes, an empty stomach makes everything look appetizing. But if you are trying to watch your spending and cut down on waste, you should focus on purchasing foods that actually satisfy your hunger. Eat something light before you go to the cafe, and don't get sidetracked by the junk food area. Second, pack your leftovers. Has it ever happened to you to order a meal at a restaurant and then realize you simply cannot finish it? Don't ruin your finance when you can just have the way to pick up the leftovers. Better yet, if you know from the start that you won't be able to finish your dish, you can just cut it half and pack the rest before you eat it. We promise there's nothing to be embarrassed about it. After all, why waste good food when you can save 10 ringgit for another meal? If you want to save money and reduce your food budget, make sure your leftovers don't go to waste. You can simply reheat what you had the night before, or you can be inventive and cook something completely different from what you had the night before. So for the last tip, cook your own food. You don't need to spend 4 ringgit at the kopitiam for toast and kaya, or 12 ringgit on a healthy chicken sandwich that really just had a thin slice of gammon, when you can cook it at home for much less money. Cooking may be your worst nightmare, but it might save you hundreds of ringgits. If you're a beginner in the kitchen, start with meals made for college students. Meal planning is possible if you master the basic.
네 눈앞에 왔잖아 내가 여기 있잖아 너의 입술로 말을 해줘 Say yes, say yes 나도 모르게 너에게 가고 있나 봐 부는 바람에 내 맘 전할래 Love is true
간지럽게만 느껴지던 눈빛이 이제는 익숙하단 듯이 웃음 짓지 그쪽으로 걸어가기만 하면 돼라고 친구들은 계속해서 날 부추기지만 아직은 무거운 구두에 뒷굽 차라리 벗어버리고 싶은 이 밤의 끝 손을 내밀어줬으면 해 맨발로 너에게 뛰어갈 수 있게끔 복잡하기만 한 하루에 매 시간 머리를 굴리지만 난 hey, 지금에서야 깨달은 건데 결국 다 버려지고 너만 남아 yeah. 지난 봄에는 널 우연히 봤고 더 이상은 우연이 아니었으면 해 스치기만 했던 너의 손을 잡고 어떤 길이라도 같이 걸었으면 해
네 눈앞에 왔잖아 내가 여기 있잖아 너의 입술로 말을 해줘 Say yes, say yes 나도 모르게 너에게 가고 있나 봐 부는 바람에 내 맘 전할래 Love is true
That's all for me. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope it helps all of you, especially students who want to save money. See you soon, take care and have a wonderful day.